515-602-9639, 515-602-9639. Call in. We are taking live callers. We're going to be talking about the upcoming game against the Patriots. A lot of matchups to discuss. We got injuries to discuss. We got a lot of things going on. So call in again, 515-602-9639, 515-602-9639. Call in. We are getting it going. So give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to get the audio. Salutes to everybody watching, and I'll be right back. Hold on.
Blog Radio.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy Long Beach Joe, and we are back at it again. Man, it is time to talk about this upcoming game that the New York Jets have against the New England Patriots. So much to discuss. We've got injuries, we've got game planning, so many adjustments that this team needs to make, and we're 0-1. You know, we got to find a way to get ourselves a W. A lot of questions about our defense as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. Listen, your boy is on iTunes, okay? Your boy's on iTunes. Go to your boy's iTunes and subscribe to the podcast if you have not already. It's the Long Beach Joe Show on iTunes. Go there, subscribe to the podcast on there. And also when you subscribe, hey, leave your boy some feedback. Salutes to everybody that does. I have people over there that talk about the show, how much they like it, how much they enjoy it. I want to thank y'all for that. But can we get more feedback, please? I want to hear more from people about this show, how you guys feel about it, what you like about it, all those things. And please give your boy a 5-star rating if you can, okay? It's always greatly appreciated. Also, for those of you that are listening to me live on Blog Talk Radio, I also live stream the show as well on YouTube, okay? YouTube, Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Again, Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. That is the YouTube channel where you can check out all of the live stream, the full show. You know, you can check out everything I do over there as well, the other content I put up. Also, when we watch games together, do them live game reactions, that's where we be at, you know. And the Savages in the chat, that's why I call my chat the Savages, because they're savage. They be over there too, you know, and we enjoy ourselves. We have a good time. We also game. We do a lot of stuff. So if you go to YouTube, Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe, turn on your notifications, give those videos a thumbs up. So, when you see the content, boom, it'll hit you. If you hit that notification bell, once the content drops, you'll be right in the know and you will be able to see it and come hang out with us or watch my videos or, interact with me. So now it's time to talk about it, folks. It's time to get into it. We got to talk about this upcoming game the New York Jets have against the New England Patriots. This is going to be quite a test, let me tell you. It is going to be quite a test. We're dealing with a lot. And there's a lot of questions. First, I'm going to start with the offensive side of the ball. This is going to be a big test for the New York Jets offensive line this week, okay? We all know that there was big-time question marks last week about the offensive line, the lack of protection for Zack Wilson. We all had questions. Hey, how are they going to rebound from this? We know we lost Becton. He went down. We thought it was an ACL tear. We were thinking the worst because of the way he got rolled up on. Turns out it's just a dislocated kneecap. So with that being said, he went and got a second opinion. He looks to be out 4 to 8 weeks. Okay. He went and got a second opinion and they're saying 4 to 8 weeks. So he's going to be gone. So now with him gone, what that does is shake up the rest of our offensive line. It takes Fant and it moves him over to the left side. He's going to be our starting left tackle. And now, Morgan Moses is going to be our starting right tackle, which is what we all kind of thought he should have been from the very beginning, to be completely honest, because Fant did not look very good on the right side. Okay. We saw him get schooled against the Panthers. So now with that shakeup along the offensive line, there's still questions about, hey, can this line get it together, pull together, gel, and protect Zack? Because if they cannot protect Zack, it is going to be a bloodbath. Not just this game, but continuing on throughout the season. We play so many teams this year that have guys that can get after it. We just saw what the Panthers did to us with Burns and Hassan Riddick and, Shaq Thompson at times, the pressure that they were able to bring. Well, guess what? The Patriots are coming this week with Hightower. Van Noy is going to be out because of a throat injury, so he's been ruled out of the game. But they still got Judon. They still got Hightower. They still got Chase Winovich. They're going to be sending guys after us. If you don't think that the New England Patriots watched the game tape from the Panthers, if you don't think that they watched that and saw that the New York Jets offensive line struggled getting stunts blocked, figuring things out fast when they were sending rushers, there were guys that were literally coming from the Panthers side untouched to take a shot at Zack Wilson. If you don't think that the Patriots watched that and picked up some things and said, okay, I'm ready to game plan, you're out of your mind. They're going to bring a lot of the same pressure, and then they're going to mix it in with some of the things that they do extremely well. You also got to look at the New York Jets running game as well. This is one of my big sticking points here this week yet again. This running game has to be on point. Last week against the Panthers, 45 yards total. I'm going to say it again. 45 yards total from this running back by committee. Ty Johnson, Tevin Coleman, Michael Carter, 45 yards total. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. You cannot run for 45 yards total against the New England Patriots and think you're really going to be in the game. You have to establish the ground game. We have to beat them up front. This offensive line has to open holes to give our running backs chances to make plays. You have to, because then we can work off of that. Everything else will make things much easier for Zack Wilson. This running game has to be on point, has to be much better than it was against the Panthers. Also, when we talk about the running backs as well, we need to see more Ty Johnson and Carter. Look, Coleman, all due respect, this guy's a veteran, solid player, but he was looking a little slow. Let's give the ball to Carter. Let's give the ball to Ty Johnson. Let's let these young guys go out there and really show they burst in their speed this week. Let's really feature those guys in the running game. Now, we're talking a little bit about Zack Wilson as well. We mentioned the offensive line. We talk about how they need to protect him. Listen, this week is going to be a big challenge for Zack Wilson, too. We all know Bill Belichick is arguably, to me, he's the greatest coach of all time, right? You look at all that he's done in this league. You look at his coaching staff, all the things that have been, picked and poached and prodded from the way that they handle business. You look at all the success that he's had, all the wins, so on and so forth. Look, we're Jets fans through and through, and we hate their guts. But you got to respect some of the things that he's done in this league. With that said, the New England Patriots, throughout his tenure, right, throughout all the things that they've done, they've always been one of the most well-coached teams in the league, consistently. And you see that throughout all their players. Their players understand what their schemes are, how to run them, all those things. One thing that Belichick does consistently is he makes life extremely hard for young rookie quarterbacks. He makes them look like they don't even belong in the league. He makes young quarterbacks suffer. We saw last season, we played the Patriots. He had Sam out there seeing ghosts, and Sam was just a young quarterback trying to find his way. He had Sam out there seeing ghosts. He keyed in on some things that was going on with the lack of coaching on our side at the time when Gaze was here, and he picked it apart. He was so far ahead in the game plan that he kept running the same defensive play over and over and over and over again, and we had no answers for it. We must make sure that Zack Wilson is prepared for some of the things that we're going to see out there. We must make sure of that. Zach's got to get the ball out of his hands quickly, make decisions decisively, and get rolling. Holding on to the ball too long, make critical turnovers, stuff like that. We don't want to see that out of Zack this week. We don't. And again, last week against the Panthers, even though we saw a lot of rush, even though we saw him getting hit quite a bit, he played very well. This was a guy that showed a lot of moxie and a lot of heart in a tough spot. He played extremely well for a guy that was dealing with all the things that he was dealing with. But this week is really going to be a test because you're going against, a mastermind, a guy that understands how to get after players. He understands how to dissect players, especially quarterbacks, and figure out what you do well, what you don't do well, and then he tests you time and time again. Our coaching staff has to be on point as well. Because let me tell you something, this Patriots staff, as we all know, they're constantly making adjustments. So you've got to be prepared for that. And you've got to make your apt adjustments as well. Because if you do not adjust against the New England Patriots, you can call it a day. They're always top of the league and making adjustments in situational football. That is literally how they've won Super Bowls over and over again. It's been constant adjustments and situational football. That's what's been going on with them. For years, they've been like that. You go on to the wide receiver position as well. Look, Corey Davis, I expect him to have a solid game. I hope that the offense is going to feed him as well. There's some questions about Crowder and Cole. According to Sulla, they're a game time decision. So we'll see if they, are actually going to play. Again, they're dealing with injuries too. I know Crowder just came back off of COVID or off the reason we wear masks. But now supposedly he's dealing with a groin injury. So we'll see if they play. Hopefully they do. But also when you look at this wide receiver position, you got to look at this situation and say, hey, Denzel Mims, are we going to see him this week? Is he going to be featured? There's been a lot to discuss about him. Sulla has come out and talked about how he may not know all of the assignments within his position. For all three of the wide receivers, he may not know the routes that he needs to run. They've got to find some way to utilize this guy. There's been offensive coordinators in the past that have been able to utilize great talent. Even if they weren't the brightest or the smartest, or didn't know the playbook the best, they figured out a way to put those guys in positions to be successful on the field. And we've got to do the same. So we're going to be discussing that as well. I know that there's a lot of fans that are extremely disappointed and discouraged with the lack of usage for Denzel Mims. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. Again, we're going to discuss that. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. We are taking callers. We'll get to everybody on the line in a second. The lines are hot. Last thing I want to discuss is this defense. This defense has got to get after it. It's got to get after it this week. Listen, the pass rush must be on point. It must be on point. John Franklin Myers, Huff, Quentin Williams. We need you to do something. We need disruption up front. You cannot allow Mac Jones to sit back there for 30 years and have his day figuring out who he's going to throw the ball to. It's not possible. You have to get after this kid. You have to make life hard for him. Don't sit back and let him dissect things. Don't do that. We also have some injuries at linebacker as well. Sherwood looking like he's doubtful for the game. He's dealing with the injury. Cashman on IR again. We'll see when he gets back. That guy's always hurt, man. You're also looking at Joyner as well, safety. He's done for the season. So we'll figure things out with him going forward, but he's finished. So now Redwine is going to be back there. This is a recipe for the New England Patriots to use that double tight end set and have success. We signed B.J. Goodson, just brought him into the building. He's a new linebacker. He's going to be playing with us here. This is a guy that's probably going to be utilized immediately. Those guys got to be ready. Those guys have got to be ready because they are going to throw Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry at us full blast, 100%. I expect Marcus May to be utilized in coverage as well. Redwine, our safety Redwine, got lit up last week against the Panthers. Can't have that happening this week. You blow assignments, get blown by, get beat consistently, we're going to have a long day. I'm telling you, the New England Patriots are going to come out in that double tight end set, and they are going to test us over and over again. We have to be prepared for that. Our coaching staff has to be. So we're going to be tested. We're going to be tested. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking live callers. The New York Jets also signed Tom Morstead as well, a punter, longtime punter for the Saints. Just brought him in, so now Amendola won't be kicking and punting like he was. I mean, he did a solid job against the Panthers, but, he won't be kicking and punting this week. So we're going to get into this discussion. I'm going to take some callers. We're going to be talking about this game. There's so much to talk about, so many discussions. Injuries have definitely, hurt and hindered us, but let me tell you something. The league's not going to cry for us. We got to get the next man up, and there's also players on this team that's got to perform, that have got to step up. So, again, 515-602-9639, 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. I call my chat the savages. Why? Because they are savage, and they will get after you. It doesn't matter who you are. They're coming for you. So now I'm going to get to these lines. First caller that I'm going to my guy Angelo, man. Angelo, salutes to you. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Angelo, give me your thoughts about this upcoming game, Jets, Patriots. What are your concerns with the New York Jets defensively? Do you think they'll be able to get after Mac Jones?
That's a good question, man. And I think what I'm most concerned about is the coaching. I think we're going to get out-coached in this game, and rightfully so. I mean, that's okay. We all know that. We all know Bill Belichick is a genius. Now, like I said, they have some injuries. Like I said, our defense has a lot of injuries. So, Mac Jones is one of those quarterbacks. He's kind of like, a younger Tom Brady, just kind of, not really athletic, but just very accurate with the ball. And I think he's going to have a lot of completions, man. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that the Jets might keep it close, but ultimately when it comes down to it, we're going to get out-coached. And like you said, man, Quentin Williams, I mean, you look back at our last two drafts, Quentin Williams was selected, Ja'Kai Polite not on the team, Ashton Davis hurt. Look at last year, Mekhi Becton hurt. Zuniga's not on the team. Denzel Mims hasn't done anything. Mm-hmm. Cam Clark is hurt. James Morgan not on the team. So it's like, we got a draft. Our only thing last year was Braden Mann and Bryce Hall are good pickups, but you can get it's like a recipe that happened last year. It's the same thing. We had a couple of key injuries, and now we're trying to throw Band-Aids on it, and it's not going to work, man, and especially not against the Patriots. Yeah. But we'll see how Carolina looks against the Saints. Maybe Carolina's for real. I mean, Christian McCaffrey tore it up. Mm-hmm. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, right? He's the best running back in the game. He's supposed to do that. So really, and Darnold looked pretty good. He had Robbie Anderson. He had the receivers working. We're still a young team. So I want to see how good Carolina is against the Saints this week. That's going to kind of determine, all right, maybe Carolina is for real. Maybe we just lost to a good team. And, the Patriots seem like they're for real. So if we lose this game, hey, we lost to two good teams. We're not a good team yet, man. We're still young. We're still learning. So we all knew this year was going to be, just kind of see how it goes. We weren't expecting too much, but we want to see them compete, right? And guess what? They competed last week in the second half. I mean, you see signs that there is there. The defense, you saw Michael Carter go in there breaking up a pass. You saw Echols. I don't know who Redwine is. This is the first time I heard it. I saw him on the field. I'm like, who the heck is this guy?
New safety.
Yeah, we got too many Band-Aids on there that I don't think we're gonna be able to pull out a W, man.
Yeah, and again, Angelo, I want to thank you for calling in. You're bringing the heat early. Look, I hear you. At the end of the day, yes, we're a young team, but my questions are, like you said as well, we played great in the second half, but first half, to continue to build that momentum to become a good team, you got to be able to play complete football games, right? You can't come in flat, especially against, teams like the Panthers or any other team, honestly, that we're going to be out there competing against. You got to come out hot. So that's what I want to see in this game also as well. I want to see this New York Jets football team come out rolling, get going early, get started fast. That was one of my keys to the game, that we're going to continue to talk about for the rest of the show. We've got to come out hot. We've got to start fast, because if you don't start fast, you're going to have some issues, especially, again, like you said as well, when we're a young team still trying to find our way and we're not talented at certain spots that we need. And that's going to be my next question for you, Angelo, because you talked about – you talked a little bit about some of the issues that we have defensively. You talked about our safety, Redwine. We're going to see him this week because he's a guy that's going to be starting back there. Also, we have some injuries at linebacker with Sherwood going down, Cashman going down. So I'm looking at it now and I'm saying, hey, these double tight end sets, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, they're going to be coming at us full speed. That's what I expect. Do you expect the Patriots to do the same?
Yeah, and you know what? To start fast, guess what? You need to run the ball.
Yeah.
That's how Carolina started fast last week, right?
Yeah.
You saw the McCaffrey first down. He gets eight yards.
Yeah.
What do we get? Negative 1 yard? Like, you can't start fast if you can't run the ball.
Yeah.
And Kevin Coleman's not fast. I mean, with that's if you can run that ball on first down and get 5 yards, man, you're moving. You got momentum. We had no momentum on first down, no momentum on second down. We're in third and long situation. We cannot start fast without a running game and without an offensive line.
Yep.
We wasted all these dang draft picks the last couple of years on James Morgan and Chuma Ndoga and just like Ja'Kai Polite, Jabari Zuniga. Draft an offensive line. Get some young offensive lines in there.
Yep.
And you can see how important that is.
Yeah.
And, man, yeah, like I said, I didn't even know Cashman was down too. But, I think C.J. Mosley, he's the leader, right? He's going to have to step up. He's going to have to pull the linebackers, the defensive back, the whole defense together. I trust in C.J. Mosley. He did look good. So I feel like he's got to use his brain and his talent to recognize what's going on and communicate with the rookies and the other young players and the new players like, hey, Hunter Henry's over here. Watch the quick slant. Johnny Smith is over here. Watch the out over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we're putting a lot on his shoulders. Yeah. And I think if you get C.J. Mosley in there running that defense, we might be okay because everybody's athletic. Everybody can play football. It's the speed of the game, right? The guys that don't get in there a lot, they can't catch up. They can't see what the offense is doing. They don't know what, C.J. Mosley looks at that. They line up. Okay, this is what they're going to do. So C.J. Mosley, if he has a good game, if he can be a leader, Marcus May back there. So we got the leaders, right? Mm-hmm. If they can communicate, we have athletes. So it's all coaching game. That's what I'm saying. I think we're going to get out coached. Bill Belichick knows if we line up like this, they're going to think we're going to do this. But guess what? We're going to do this. So I think we might get out coached. And not, credit to the players, whoever's out there, we're probably just going to get out coached, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. We're in a rebuilding year. Yeah. So, yes, I expect the Patriots to have a good game, but I expect a couple mistakes. And if we can capitalize on those mistakes, that's how every game goes. We can keep it close. I think the spread is like 6 points. I'll take the Jets to cover that. I think they're at home. Okay. And that's the other thing. There might be a couple butterflies. Playing at home is not always, for the Jets, hasn't always been a strength for us. I feel like playing at home, sometimes these guys don't. They probably play a little bit more nervous. But hopefully, like I said, playing at home will help out. The coaches can step up. C.J. Mosley, the leaders can step up. And that's the thing. We really don't have a leader on the offensive line, right? Usually it was that Nick Mangold. Mm-hmm. We don't have that. We need that. That leader on the offensive line. And Mekhi Becton wasn't he? You can see he had a little bit of trouble this year, starting in training camp, and I don't know. I just I don't see a leader. I don't see a leader in the backfield. I see a leader at quarterback though. I see a gunslinger back there. Yeah. And if we can just kind of going in, I thought the offense was going to be kind of obviously we thought the defense at first because we had all these additions and everything, but I kind of thought the offense was going to be carrying this team. And now, like I said, with that, I thought we were going to have a running game. I thought we were going to have Elijah Moore was going to be a playmaker. I thought Denzel Mims was going to come in, So honestly, I think I called you a couple months ago, and I told you about Denzel Mims. You guys were all like, oh, he's going to be our number 2. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. Let's all slow down on that. Now you see why. Now you see it. Denzel Mims, maybe he's going to take a little bit longer, but again, he had one play. He had a flash of a play, right? So maybe there is talent there that we got to utilize. So let's get him on the field and see what he's got.
That's the point, though, Angelo, is that if you're not putting this guy on the field and you're not allowing him to go out there and show what he's got, then when are we ever going to see him at this point, right? We saw him in an offense last year with an offensive coordinator that was horrific. Adam Gase was terrible. But he was still able to go out there and make plays. If he's utilized properly, I believe Denzel Mims is a good wide receiver. You cannot tell me that Jeff Smith is better than Denzel Mims. He's out there getting snaps and catches before Mims. Are we saying that Berrios is a better wide receiver than Denzel Mims? Because if we're saying that, then that means that Joe Douglas drafted a 5th or 6th string wide receiver in the 2nd round. I'm sorry, but somebody's got to be held accountable for that. Somebody does. You know, and we again, I believe I was listening to, I believe it was Shannon Sharp. He was talking about how his love for Gary Kubiak was so thick because Gary Kubiak used to literally put him out on the field. He knew that he didn't really know what he was doing. He was a young tight end. Kubiak was trying to, figure out how to utilize the guy. And he would literally, Kubiak would tell him before he went out on the field what his route was that he needed to run. And he would go out there, run it, and he became successful. And Kubiak just continued to coach him throughout, the rest of the time that he had with him, and made him a better tight end. That's one of the things that he talked about. So my question starts to be, well, if Mims is struggling on figure out what routes to run, why can't somebody just tell him what route to run? I don't know. I just don't understand what is going on. So. Listen, I got to get back to these lines, though, Angelo.
Something's going on in the locker room.
It's something. Yeah. It's something. We'll figure it out. So before I let you go, though, let me get your final score prediction. Give me your final score prediction for this upcoming game against the Patriots.
Oh, that's a good question, man. I feel like, let's see, New England. Oh man, I'll say New England 28. That's standing out to me. Mm-hmm. Let's say the Jets maybe 24. 28-24, Jets lose.
Oh, 28-24, Jets lose. Ah, man. That's tough. Salutes to you, Angelo. I respect you. Listen, you brought the heat today, all right? Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, my friend. You have yourself a good one, all right?
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Listen, Angelo calling in with the heat. He called in with the heat early, man. Whoa. He knows his stuff. So we're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. When you call in, please be patient. The lines are hot. We're going to get to everybody. We respect everyone's time. Salute to all the savages in the chat as well. We'll be coming to you soon. I know folks have questions in there, and we're going to get to it. So next caller, I'm going to 347. I'm coming directly to you. 347, you look like a new caller. Give me your name, where you're from, and give me your thoughts on this Jets upcoming game against the Patriots.
What's up, Joe?
What's going on?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, my friend?
My name D. Jinx. I'm from the Bronx, man.
Okay, talk to me.
Die-hard Jets fan.
Talk to me. Talk to me now. Hold on. Talk to me. Talk to me. I got some homies in the Bronx. Talk to me. Give me your thoughts about this upcoming game, man. What are your expectations of Zach Wilson?
I think Zach's going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine, but I think the offensive line is going to wear down. And, Lord, if they don't get Greg Van Roten up out of there.
Man, he is bad.
I don't know what they're watching.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're watching.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're watching. Him and the center give no push whatsoever.
Yep.
None.
Yeah. And especially now with Becton going down, now you got even more shakeup along the offensive line because you're moving Fant to the left side. Morgan Moses is starting at right side. Fant struggled at tackle last week. Now you got to wonder, hey, is he going to struggle on the left side as well? Because everybody's acting like Fant has always been a starting left tackle. There was a times that he was a swing tackle, dude. When he was in Seattle, he struggled to beat guys out that really were not that good at tackle. So you got to wonder, man, hey, is he going to be able to hold up this week?
You know what? He was on skates last week. I don't know if the coaches were smoking something. Did they catch Morgan Moses smoking before the game or something? And that's why they didn't have him in? Because I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. I truly don't. I don't know why.
I don't understand.
I don't know why he was starting over Morgan Moses. I don't get it either. But my next question for you, my friend, is when you look at us defensively, man, how important is it for us to get some pass rush on this New England Patriots offensive team? How important is it for us to get in Mac Jones' face?
It's real important, Joe. Mm-hmm. I heard the right tackle might be out, which is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
Definitely a plus. We need Rankins. We need Rankins to really step up this week.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen nothing out of him. Yeah. And it's just all preseason, the same thing happening. We couldn't stop the run against no team we played, and we couldn't stop them from passing.
Nope. No.
I thought at least the run would be stopped up, but that ain't happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's big questions going forward. Listen, it's been amazing talking to you. Before I let you go, give me your final score prediction for this upcoming game, man. What do you think the score is going to be?
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna be the homer. I'm gonna be positive with this one. I think 24-21. I think we're gonna pull this thing off.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
I think we're gonna pull this thing off.
Okay, so you think we're going to pull this off 24-21. I respect that, D.
I think we're going to pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elijah Moore will go off. He will go off this weekend. Mm-hmm. He will go off.
Yeah. Okay.
He will go off.
Look, I respect it. Listen, I want to thank you for calling in, my friend. It was great to speak to you. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right? You have yourself a good one.
No doubt. I got you.
All right, you have a good one. Listen, D calling in. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. We are taking live callers. Please be patient when you call in. The lines are hot. Also, I know I have new listeners, new callers. Listen, when you call in, please don't call in and hang up. Call in and hang up. I can see you. You know what I'm saying? Just call in. Wait your time in the line. We'll get to everybody. Also, when you call in, the only thing I do not let on this show is cursing. Don't curse. All right? You curse on my show, I'll get you out of here fast. Faster than we got Adam Gase out of here. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here, Adam Gase. We got him out of here so fast, and then we have moved on. We've moved on. So we're going to get back to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy CT, man. CT salutes. I got to talk to you. CT, what's going on, my man? I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Listen, CT, this Jets offense, what's going on? This Jets offense, man, I'm concerned. I'm very, very concerned going into this week. What are your thoughts about this offensive line? Do you think they hold up under this Patriots pass rush?
It's a great question, man. I think everybody's and you know how Jets fans are. We're all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been one game. It's been one game, and I think the perspective I have on that, at least, I know everybody has their opinion, but my perspective is, come on, like guys, give it some time. Like, we literally have a 17 games season. We've had one game with a new regime, a new coach, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, a lot of first year, second year guys. This is not built overnight. It would have been great if they went out there and smacked Carolina and shown that they have the chemistry off the bat, but that's unlikely considering all the new pieces with it. Now, granted, I know what you're saying, like the offensive line struggled, and that I think there is cause for concern, honestly, especially with Beckman going down. I do believe there is cause for concern. But, this is the NFL. People go down and people, have to step in and handle their job. So I feel like the offensive line, I think, is very well known to be our weakness right now. Unfortunately, that was what we expected to be one of our strengths with all the, changes we had on the line and added a couple of pieces, So it's sad, it's disheartening. But what I say about that is when it comes to offensive lines, it does take time to gel. So let's give them the chance, this season to do that. Last year it didn't happen. You got to give these guys, this new squad, a chance with the new regime. I think they came out in the second half and did a little bit better last in that game. So hopefully they can take some lessons from that game and just give Zack a little bit of time. I'm not saying that Zack won't get sacked again, because I think it's likely that he will. But I do believe that if you give him a little bit more time, we can pull this thing out maybe.
Yeah. No, look, and I hear you. And a lot of people are saying the same thing, that, patience. And I'm a guy that preaches patience as well. But I tell you what, some of the shots that Zach Wilson was taking in that last Carolina Panthers game was insane, right, CT? Like, we saw him literally take a shot where his head bounced off the field, and I didn't think he was going to get up. I thought he was concussed, to be completely honest. I thought he had a concussion. Yeah, but even when you look at this week, right?
People right now, they want
even
they want instinct. I don't want him to get hurt. I absolutely don't want him to get hurt. We don't want that, but I also think that the fan base wants instant gratification.
Yeah.
And I get it. You know, we want to see who's going to be the leader on the team. We want to see what the draft class pan out and all that stuff. But guess what? That is shown in not one game. It's shown over the course of a season.
Yeah.
And we can't just say that we could throw out our draft class because, you know, they didn't perform in one game. We can't say, okay, we don't have any leaders on the team if it's one game. You know, I think that stuff is built over time, you know, and we'll have that. But you got to understand, literally, most of the pieces on this entire regime is new. Like, so I'm not going to make any excuses for the offensive line because you're right. We don't want our Zack going out because if he goes out, we might as well kiss the season goodbye.
Yeah.
But you know, but hopefully we can get that patched up. There were some struggles with that I heard during the offseason too. So it doesn't look good, but we'll see.
But especially when you look at, again, now the offensive line is being shaken up even more because Becton is out. We're losing him for 4 to 8 weeks. So now you got Fant on the left side. You got Morgan Moses back, you know, on the right side where he should have started from the very beginning. So there's more shakeup. So again, they need more time to gel. I respect that. But there's some things that they were missing where guys were just coming out completely unblocked and Zack was taking shots. You cannot allow that this week, especially with, again, another set of pass rushers that they're going to be bringing at us. Hightower, Judon, you know, Winovich, those guys. Of course, Vanoy's out, but let me tell you something. We've got to make sure that guys get blocked. Another thing that I think is an issue as well, and something that we're all excited about, was the running game. The running game wasn't very effective against the Panthers. Do you think we'll be able to open up holes and get the running game rolling early against the Patriots?
It's honestly vital at the, you know, and I can't answer that question because right now, being completely honest with you, Joe, yes, like I said, the offensive line is a concern. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have the guys. At this point, I don't know if we have the guys to protect Zack. I don't know if we have the guys to get, you know, holes open for the running game. I don't know. So what I would say is we'll find out over the course of the season but that's the main thing on this team that I see as an issue. But there were a lot of positives in the game outside of that. Mm-hmm. However, that one piece, if we can't solve that, then it's going to be a problem all season.
Man, it sure is. It sure is. What are your expectations out of Elijah Moore in this game?
Good question, man. So my boy Elijah Moore, man, I expect him to, you know, go out there, get at least, you know, 60, 70 yards and maybe one big play, you know, even if it's like a 20-yard pass, I'm going to take it. Yeah. You know, like I think Elijah has a lot of skill. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be home run shots, but, you know, as the season goes along, I know they're going to find a spot for him on this team. So I know we're all excited, but this is you know, our quarterback room is completely coming into this game full. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be just Elijah Moore. It's not going to be just Corey Davis. They got Keelan Cole now, James Crowder coming back. Mm-hmm. I believe that this is going to give our offense some rhythm. I think that's what we lacked last week, is getting it into a rhythm. If Zack can get into a rhythm in the first half, then we have a shot to win this. Yeah. And Zack just needs to get into that rhythm. And, you know, and then we're good. I think that we have a shot. But I do think that both teams are going to run, so I think it will be a low-scoring game overall. But I'm looking for all our wide receivers getting off, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping, you know, we got to start fast. We got to get rolling early. We cannot come out flat like we did against the Panthers and think we'll still be in the game against the Patriots, because once they get up, they shut the door on teams. Historically, that's what they do. When they get a lead, they carry it and take it all the way home. So before I let you go, CT, give me your final score prediction for this game, man. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? What do you think the score is going to be, man?
I mean, I'm going to come on the show and probably say the Jets every week, but I'm going to say Jets this week, 17. Because I'm riding my guys, and I'm never going to speak.
All right, CT, go ahead. Go ahead. They're going to kill you. Just know the Savages is going to kill you.
I'm going to go 17-14.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's going to be hard.
Okay.
Don't be wrong. Like, when I did my own, like, you know, scoreboard and shit, like, I'm sorry.
Watch the curse.
For the week,
go ahead,
for the year.
Go ahead.
I know. For the year, I think I had them losing this game. But on this show, I'm going to say Jets are going to win 17-14.
17-14 Jets. All right. CT said he going to take the Jets every week. So listen, salutes to you, CT. I want to thank you for calling in, man. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you. All right. You have a good one.
Most definitely. Great show, man. Take care, man. Have a good week.
Have a good one. Listen, CT come in. He bring his fire. He said he ain't never going to speak, you know, how he feel. He going to take the Jets every single week, no matter what happens. I respect that. Listen, 515-602-9639, 515-602-9639. Call in. We are taking all callers. We are talking Jets. Next, I'm going to my guy, Jacob, man. Jacob, I got to talk to you. Jacob, you know your Jets. Salutes to you. I want to thank you for calling in. Jacob, give me your thoughts about this upcoming game against the New England Patriots. Are you concerned that we'll see Sulla get out-coached in this game?
Hey, what's going on, Joe? I appreciate all the shout-outs again at the beginning. I really do.
Absolutely.
And, you know, for a coaching standpoint, of course, we all know how good of a coach Bill Belichick is. As much as I dislike him because he's a clown, he's arguably the best coach of all time.
Yep.
And coming in with a completely new coaching staff, that's definitely one of the biggest concerns for us, is that we're going to get out-coached. Because I can probably tell you about 80 to 85% of the time against the Panthers, just by the way we were lined up in the situation, before the play even happened, I called out if it was going to be a run or a pass.
Yeah.
And I was correct about 80% of the time.
Yeah.
So if that happened against a second-year head coach, imagine what it's going to be like with a veteran, one of the best head coaches of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kept putting ourselves into these horrible situations where we feel the need to have to run it every time on 1st and 10, and then it goes nowhere because the offensive line doesn't know what they're doing, and then we got to pass it because we're behind, and then that's incomplete, and then we got to pass it again, and then we punt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they know exactly what we're going to be doing. So I think we really need to come up with some way to change it up and, you know, do things that the Patriots don't see as much, or that they're historically not as great at defending against.
Yeah.
Whoever looks into that should look into that. I don't know who it is. But I think, you know, the coaching is probably the biggest concern for me, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I hear you. I'm right there with you. I'm looking at the situation as like things have kind of got to switch up. Some of the things we saw in that Panther game, particularly with the motions, getting flags as well early, the offside stuff that we were getting, some of the other flags or the false starts flags that we were getting offensively really hurt us too, and that pushed us back as well. We've got to clean those things up. Unnecessary penalties against the Patriots will get you a loss, okay? They take advantage of that as well. So we've got to kind of clean that stuff up offensively as well. But another thing that people are concerned about or worried about, and like you said as well, you want to utilize all the weapons that you can offensively at the Patriots, make them defend things, go after them, attack them. A lot of people are concerned, hey, we got this guy, Denzel Mims. We're not using him at all. He's not being used effectively. You got Barrios out-snapping him. You got Jeff Smith, you know, getting catches and things before him. And then there's just a lot of commercial about, hey, when are we going to see this guy on the field consistently? What are your thoughts on this situation with Mims?
Yeah, by the way, there is one thing I want to add at the end of the show, like I like to do sometimes, but
go ahead.
we'll talk about that in a later.
Absolutely.
But yeah, for Denzel Mims, I think he's one of my favorite players on the team. And like right when we drafted him, I saw his potential, and I thought he could really be a star in this league. Like from the way he plays and everything, he's really, really underrated to me. Mm-hmm. And you got to remember, he's a 6'3" receiver who runs a 4.3 40-yard dash.
Yep.
And we can't seem to utilize him. How is that possible? Because usually when you have people who are speedsters like that, it's because they're not as tall, so you don't like them in the red zone. Or if you have people who are 6'3", 6'4", they're not as fast, so on 3rd and long we want some speedsters who can take up yards. Mm-hmm. But he's both. He's 6'3" and he runs that 40-yard dash in 4.34 seconds or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And I get maybe he had a couple drops during training camp or whatever, but we've got to find a way to utilize him in some way, because I remember last year when Joe Flacco was the quarterback, because Sam Darnold, of course, wasn't healthy, he would test Denzel Mims and throw him the ball in one-on-one coverage, and almost every time Denzel Mims was coming down with it.
Yeah. Almost
every time. He was making highlight plays out there. That's what he's known for, being a great deep ball threat who can moss people when you put him one-on-one. Mm-hmm. So I just don't see how we're not able to make it work with him, because every time he's out on the field, he shows his potential. Yeah. And then we just try to find a reason why we're not putting him out there. So I'm a huge believer in him, and I think we really got to find a way to use him.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Again, there's been a lot of talk. Coach Sulla kind of came out and kind of softly said that, Mims maybe doesn't have all the routes, that all three or all the positions that that he's going to be at when he's switched around. He may not have the knowledge of the routes that he needs to run, but I'm just like, hey man, if he doesn't, can't somebody just tell him what route to run, or is there some way that you could put him out there and utilize him in other way? I just don't understand, because we've seen that with other teams. There's other offensive coordinators that have come out, or players that have come out and said, hey, listen, in my first couple of years I was struggling. Offensive coordinator came to me and would say, hey, this is going to be the system. You're going to run this. I'm call this in the huddle. You're running this. You're running that, until I started to kind of pick it up a little bit more. So, I mean, we got to figure out, especially again with Crowder and Keelan Cole looking like, they're a game time decision. If neither one of those guys play again, we're back in the same situation. With Corey Davis out there, Berrios out there, hey, we could use another weapon that's lethal, like you said as well. And especially when we talked about this being his big year. Everybody was saying before the year started that this was going to be his breakout year. Well, to have that breakout year, he's got to be on the field. Because if he's not, then I don't know where else he's breaking out on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go to the defensive side of the ball with you, man, because this is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Going to the defensive side of the ball, you look at our linebacker situation, a lot of injuries. We got B.J. Goodson in the building now. How concerned are you about these Patriots running backs coming out the backfield and catching the football on us, just like we saw, with CMC?
It's definitely a concern, but I don't think it's nearly as much of a concern as it was last week, because obviously everyone knows what Christian McCaffrey can do. He's virtually unstoppable with his athletic ability, vision, juking moves, everything.
Yep.
It's almost impossible to really shut him down. But we come here with Damian Harris, who isn't really known for being a receiving back as much. That's more James White. So I think we're going to see him a lot more on third down. And I think these linebackers should be able to do an okay job. We brought in B.J. Goodson, who I don't know too much about, but I know he's a tackle guy, likes to rack up the tackles, which is always nice to have. And then we really need C.J. Mosley to control this defense, because, obviously when we go back to that week 1 of 2019, for the 3 quarters that he was in, the Bills did not score once.
Yeah.
He was all over the place, knew exactly how to defend every single play. And you could see why we gave him $85 million, because he was really a field general out there, and he looked like it.
Yeah.
And we really need that again from him, especially when we're going against this incredible coaching staff. As much as I hate to admit it, when we're going against this incredible coaching staff, you need these veteran guys who are Pro Bowlers, all pros, have experience against good teams. You need them to really lead the rookies.
Yeah.
And if he's able to do that, I think we really should be able to shut down the run game at least a little bit, because our interior defensive line is very, very good. Even if they didn't get, a sack or 2 each, they actually did have a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I think if we put all that together, we should be in for a successful day in stopping the run.
Yeah. Listen, absolutely, Jacob. Listen, before I let you go ahead and give me your final score prediction. And I know that there's a little something you want to say. If you could quickly do that, let's get into it.
Yeah. I would say I really do think we can pull out this victory. I think we just really need to, in some way, shape, or form, outsmart the Patriots. I know that's tough to do. But, again, the receivers that they have are very, very iffy to me, because they, in my opinion, they heavily overpaid Nelson Aguilar. He's been known for just dropping everything. People make jokes he can't even catch coronavirus, but they decided to give him $14 million a season.
Yep. I mean, I'm not scared of their wide receivers
Myers
at all.
Oh yeah. Obviously, the tight ends are a bit concerning, but I do think we can really pull out this victory, and I think I'm going to give us a 20-17 win, because I don't think there's going to be too much scoring, but I really do think it's possible.
Okay, 20-17. That's what Jacob said. All right. Look, Jacob, I respect that. I respect that take. I really like it. Listen, I got to get back to these lines, man. I got to back to these lines. These lines is hot. I want to thank you for calling in, my friend. You have yourself a good night.
All right, you too.
All right. Listen, Jacob calling in with fire. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. We are taking all callers. Please, when you call in, be patient. We'll get to everybody. The lines are hot tonight. Also, when you call in, please do not curse on my show. I know I have a lot of new listeners, new callers. Don't curse on my show. I'll get you out of here fast. I'm talking fast. Faster than we got Jamal Adams' ass out of here. Get out of here. Get him out of here. Get up out of here, Jamal. Woo! One of the best trades we've ever made. Salutes. Also, for those of you that are watching, wherever you're watching me from, please give the stream a like. Also, subscribe to the stream if you have not as well. Please turn on your notifications when you subscribe to the stream on YouTube so that when I post content, you folks will get the know. And also, please give the stream a like. Hit a thumbs up if you could, please. It's greatly appreciated. So, next, we're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. We're taking all callers. Next, I'm going to my guy, Brandon. Brandon, I'm coming directly to you. Brandon, salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. What's going on, bro? Listen, we got Jets, Patriots. You already know what time it is. Give me your thoughts about this matchup that we have here, especially offensively. What are your expectations of Zach Wilson in this upcoming game?
What's going on, Joe? What's going on, Jets family? I expect it was our first game last week. So, first time play caller, first time quarterback, first time the offensive line played together. So it was a little shaky. I think this week, now that Morgan Moses is back at right tackle where he should have started at, I still don't know how he beat out George Fant. Still have no clue about that. But I think we may get a little bit of glimpse of the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Van Rotten, oh boy, I don't know about that guy.
Man.
Hopefully he's gone next year.
So when you talk about the run game, though, Brandon, my issues with the run game was, hey, look, I understand Tevin Coleman. This guy's a solid veteran, but I want to see some of the young guys in there. I felt like Ty Johnson, Carter, they showed a lot of burst. Even P. Ryan, who I think is actually going to be playing this week as well. Don't you want to see those young guys in there more than you see Coleman in there?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I want to see them in there more than Tevin Coleman. Ty Johnson had our longest run last Sunday. He had our longest run. And guess who he ran behind? Morgan Moses to the right.
Yeah.
That was our longest run of the game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why they have Tevin Coleman in the game. They say maybe it's for blocking or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to have like 10% of the snaps and let the young boys eat.
That's a fact. Speaking of young guys going out there putting in the work, what are your expectations of Elijah Moore in this game? Because he's coming off some big drops in the last game. People started to really get on him. What do you expect out of him in this game against the Patriots, man?
I think they're going to feature him a lot. LaFleur said it as much in his interview. Mm-hmm. So he kind of tipped his hand saying, I think he's going to have a big game. So I think they're going to feature him a lot. I think it's going to be, if we can't get the run game going, I think there's going to be a lot of bubble screens that Elijah Moore to manufacture the run game. Maybe they'll take a deep shot or two to him. But what I'm concerned is if I see my boy Denzel Mims with a tracksuit on. That's what I'm concerned about. If I wake up and I see come across the ticker, Denzel Mims is a healthy scratch, I'm gonna have a problem.
He gonna be
now. I try to.
He about to be sitting next to you watching the game, Brandon.
Listen to what they say.
He about to be sitting next to you on the couch watching the game with you.
Yeah. People had a Nike jogging pants on and flip flops.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We've
I try to rationalize it, Joe.
Yeah.
And I try to say, well, maybe it's a good thing because we got so much talent in the wide receiver group. I even try to look at it like that.
No.
But it still didn't sound right to me.
No,
it still didn't sound right.
Here's why it doesn't sound right, Brandon. It's because he was supposed to be a big part of that talented wide receiver group, right? In the offseason, everybody was saying, hey, this is one of the most and it wasn't just Jets fans. It was a lot of people around the league saying, hey, this is one of the most diverse wide receiver groups in the league. This looks like a wide receiver group that's going to be extremely strong. Please stop me when I start telling lies. Right? Was he not the guy?
You're not telling no lies.
Hold on. Exactly. Was he not the guy? I think it was on ESPN, right? And they give us no love. He was one of the guys that was picked by a guy on ESPN, and he was supposed to have a breakout season. He said, this guy Mims, right, in New York, He's going to have a breakout season this year. He's going to catch a lot of footballs. We talked about Corey Davis. They talked about everybody. Corey Davis, the addition to Keelan Cole. Ooh, they got Elijah Moore in the second round with a steal. And guess what? You better look out for Denzel Mims because he's going to benefit from all that stuff. And he benefited all right because the rest of that bench is pretty clean and easy over here in that wide receiver spot. So he can, slide a sleeping bag under there. You know what I'm saying? Get some good Z's while everybody else is on the field playing. He gets to kind of hang out in his own world over there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be underneath the training tent. That when people get hurt and they put a little tent up, he's gonna be under there getting some shade.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's benefiting him because we ain't seen him. We don't see him in the game much at all. So hopefully that changes this week.
You
Brandon.
can't tell me Jeff Smith is better than Denzel Mims. They can't. I know they think some fans are stupid, but you can't fool me. Jeff Smith, the former quarterback, is not better than Denzel Mims. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Brandon, I hear you. So my final question before I let you go, Brandon, because you're bringing the heat so far. Give me your final score prediction for this game, man.
Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, I'm going to go
Come on,
24.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 24-21 Jets. I'm going to say we squeak it out.
Okay. He took the Jets 24.
I looked at how Miami played them, and we still got to remember at the end of the day that they have a rookie quarterback, and they don't have a bunch of weapons on offense. I think one of the tight ends,
Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry.
They don't really have any. Yep, they don't really have any wide receivers. That's a real number one or anything like that. So I mean, they're good on defense, but we still got to remember at the same time, like they're going to be a heavy run. It's going to be a heavy run game, so it may not even be that high. It's going to be a heavy run game by them, and hopefully we can stop it.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, listen, I want to thank you for calling in.
I know it was the first game, so everybody just had to get some rust off.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm hoping that's what it was. That's what I'm hoping as well. But I got to get back to these lines, Brandon. I want to thank you for calling in, man. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you.
Let me say one more thing, Joe.
Go ahead. I'll let you get the last word quickly.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
As you know, I'm the troll underneath the bridge. So when I call in on Sunday, I want to give a Sam Darnold update. I need a da-da-da.
All right, you have a good night, Brandon.
All right, Joe.
Listen, Brandon calling in. I absolutely enjoy talking Jets with him and everybody. Salutes to everybody calling in. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. That is the number. Wherever you're watching me from, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Please turn on your notifications as well. Also, please give the stream a thumbs up and share the stream as well with your friends and family. It's always greatly appreciated when you folks do that. And salutes to all the savages in the chat. Angel Reed, Tim's Collectibles, BK Trainer, Adrian Gutierrez, Mike D. Salutes to all of y'all, man. Everybody that's in there. Again, we'll get to y'all. These lines is hot right now. We got to get back to them. Also, if you want to hit the super chat, please do. Anything that you give to the platform is greatly appreciated. If you don't want to hit the super chat, you just want to hit me in the Cash App. No issues there as well. My Cash App is at the bottom of the screen, and you can go there and donate to the platform. Anything you give is greatly appreciated. All right. So we're gonna keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy Shaq, man. Shaq, I'm coming directly to you. Salutes to you, Shaq. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Shaq, give me your thoughts on this upcoming game, New England Patriots, Jets. How concerned are you that this offensive line is not going to be able to block the Patriots front and they're just going to get all over Zach Wilson?
Well, George Fenton and Bregman Roten still starting.
Yeah.
So, we know where I stand with this one.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to come to the season with a new leaf. Being a positive guy.
Okay.
Because I really do believe we're making we're gonna make some changes and make some strides. We're gonna fix this Sunday. It might still be a little rough. on the offensive line, but I think we can hold up for Zach Wilson.
Okay. Do you think we'll be able to get the running game going? I guess not.
man, without Mekhi, man, and I like Morgan Moses. I'm glad he should have been starting week 1.
That's a fact.
Don't get me started with that one.
Yeah.
He should have been starting week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know, because it's Bill Belichick. It's Bill Belichick, Joe.
Listen,
he know we're going to try to rely on the run game.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to shut it down, and he's going to force Zach Wilson to pass.
Okay.
I think the running game is going to be still a little stagnant this week.
Okay. So
because Mekhi is out, and we got Softy over there on the left side.
So if we got to go to the air, is my guy Denzel Mims going to be catching any footballs this week, or what do you think is going to happen with him, man? Are we going to see his usage? Are we going to see his snaps go up in this game?
Hey, man, like you guys said before, as long as he's not in the blue tent catching some shade, the last caller said, and as long as he's not under the bench with a sleeping bag, he should be able to catch some passes. He should be able to catch some passes. He just, we got to get him in. I honestly, I didn't know that we didn't have him on the field. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm like, how do you not have him on the field knowing that you had major injuries?
Yeah.
He's, like the last caller said, he's better than Jeff Smith.
Yeah.
He's better than Braxton Burrows. He should be on the field. Yeah. Give him some reps. Get him used to the game speed. Let him get acclimated and get hot and get warmed up.
Yeah, 1 catch for 40 yards last week. 1 catch, 40 yards. That's insane. Now going to the defensive side of the ball, man. You talk about some of the injuries we got there. We got injuries at linebacker. Of course, Joyner, he's going to be out for the season. So now Redwine is starting there at safety. To me, that's a recipe for this double tight end set to just eat.
Man.
Let's keep it real. I'm keeping it real. We didn't see this in the past. How concerned are you about Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry going into this game?
Oh, man. Hopefully they don't eat out there, man. Hopefully they do not eat out there, man. They probably looking at the safeties like wolves looking at raw meat,
bruh,
just ready to eat.
Bruh.
And I'm like, man, Redwine need to get it together, man. He better have been in the playbook. He better have done something.
Bruh.
Something needs to change.
Yeah.
Because where's Ashton is on IR, so he's out another week or so.
So supposedly he's going to be back either. I heard some people say week 3, but week 4 is when I originally remember that he was supposed to be back. So I don't think he's coming back to either week 3 or week 4 is when he's supposed to come back. But again, even people listen, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but even Ashton Davis, there's still question marks about him as well. People are acting like, oh, when he comes back, it's going to save our safety position. Hold on a second. Let me hit your pump your brakes real quick.
Yeah.
That guy was a big time question mark in coverage last year, right? And so he's coming off of a year where he was already suspect in coverage and he was injured that year and has not played until now, week 4. He's going to have to work himself back into football shape, also learn a brand new defensive scheme, also magically get better in coverage. How long do you think that's going to take?
Boy.
Like, I'm just saying, like, that's why when everybody was laughing at me when I was saying, hey, let's try our best to extend Marcus May, and everybody was like, no, we should just let him go. Okay, well, if Marcus May walks after this year, you about to reset the safety position if Ashton Davis don't show up. Because Joyner is done for the season. Y'all ready to depend on Redwine next year? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I was asking everybody, hey, what about Marcus May? I was told I was crazy, but who's crazy now? You know what I'm saying?
You're smoking crack.
Huh.
Stop.
That's all I'm saying.
Joe.
Team MVP.
You know something, Joe?
Go ahead, Shaq. I'll let you have the last word.
You know something? This our team, we can't afford injuries because our team, let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's be real here. we don't have a superstar talent on this team. Let's be real. We all got to admit that. Mm-hmm. Injuries cannot happen. And it all starts from the guy up top, Mr. Joe Douglas himself.
Yeah.
He's been okay. But he's been shaky a lot more than
we're gonna see.
Than good.
Yeah, okay.
His picks really don't stay on the field because they stay hurt. The picks, some of the picks got cut.
Well.
Like we gotta try to pick up the urgency, man, and and try to take a lot more aggressive moves, man.
Yeah.
Because we got to, this team, people still look down on us. And I don't honestly, our coaching, we don't have Adam Gase. So honestly, our coaching to me can save us.
Yeah.
That's a start. That's why I said it's a start. This year I got some positivity.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, we made an adjustment last week, something we rarely seen within the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We fought back. Our quarterback is playing well, even with the garbage O-line that we had last week.
Mm-hmm.
We showing some type of spark.
Yeah.
But we just got to pick up the urgency in terms of, getting more picks or making that big splash. A lot of people say don't throw money at a player. Sometimes, big splashes, helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how he handles the situation coming this offseason because, we're going to figure out what works and what doesn't with this football team. But, we've got a situation coming up for it, I'll tell you what, with the Patriots. And if we do not protect Zach Wilson, we might be looking for another quarterback real soon. You keep getting hit like that. But before I let you go, Shaq, give me your final score prediction for this upcoming game against the Patriots. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? What do you think the score is going to be, my man?
I actually made a bet. This was the first time in a long time I made a bet on us. So, I think people should take that in consideration. I think we're going to win the game. Last second field goal, 20-17, 0 seconds left. Everybody's celebrating like we won a Super Bowl, but it's just one game, and I think we're going to win it this Sunday. Let's get it, Joe.
Okay.
Let's get it, Joe.
Shaq takes the Jets 20-17. I respect that, Shaq. Last second field goal. Whew, that'll be beautiful. Listen, Shaq, I got to get back to these lines, man. You brought the heat. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, bro.
I'm calling back in. I'm calling back in Sunday. You will see me Sunday.
Let's talk about it. All right.
Well, hear me Sunday.
Absolutely. So, all right, you have yourself a good night, my friend.
You too. Be safe, Mr. Joe.
All right, you have a good one. Peace. Listen, Shaq calling in with some heat. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. I'm taking all callers. Again, please, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, turn on your notifications, like the stream as well. It really helps, with the stream going around. And please share it with your friends and family if you could. So any platform that you're on, please give me a follow. So salutes to everybody. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy, Steve, man. Steve, I'm coming directly to you. Steve, salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight, Steve. Steve, give me your thoughts about this upcoming game, Jets, Patriots. How are you feeling about this Jets offense? Do you think they'll be able to come out and start fast?
Hey, Joe. Well, first off, it's always great to hear from you, man. I know we're past the Carolina game, but before we get into the New England game, because I know that's the main topic about tonight, I wanted to give you my thoughts about that game, just really, really quick, just a quick recap of that game.
Extremely quickly.
I'll tell you one thing. I know. I'm sorry, Joe. It's just, let me tell you something. The Jets could have won the game on Sunday against Carolina if the offensive line didn't showed up. Because if the offensive line had showed up in that game, then we would have won. Because there were some plays that the offense could have made, but unfortunately we just weren't able to execute it. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's time to move on. So now let's get ready for this game against New England. Yeah, the thing is, that's one of the key things. We have to start fast against this Patriots team.
Yep.
Because if we don't start fast against this Patriots team, I mean, listen, I know that this is not the same Patriots that they used to be, you know, back when they had Tom Brady and Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski and Wes Welker and all of those guys. They're all gone. Some are retired. Some are playing, you know, down in Tampa Bay now. But let me tell you something, though. The thing about this game that is always going to be tough, whether we play New England at home at MetLife or when we play them at Foxborough, you're going up against Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches to ever coach in the National Football League. Yeah. And the thing is, though, like, one thing is, Joe, that's going to be tough about this game is, now listen, I know that this Patriots team is not the same team that they've always have been in the past, but it is still a divisional game against a divisional team at home. We have a 10-game losing streak against this team. A 10-game losing streak. The last time we beat the Patriots in a regular season game was the Ryan Fitzpatrick touchdown pass to Eric Decker in overtime. That was the last time we ever beat the Patriots in a regular season game. Now, looking at this game, the keys to the game are you got to start fast against New England. You really, really have to, because if you don't start fast against New England, Belichick is going to find a way to give the Jets trouble and give Zach Wilson trouble. The offensive line has to protect Zach. We cannot have the performance like we did against Carolina last Sunday, because if not, we're gonna be in trouble. Mm-hmm. And there has to be a good running game in this game, because as you said earlier in the show, Joe, we only had 45 yards of rushing offense, and 45 yards of rushing offense is unacceptable. Mm-hmm. You got to fix that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you absolutely do. And like you said as well, you know, this offense has got to start rolling fast. But to me, the defense, one of the keys to the game on the defense is, listen, this defense has got to get after Mac Jones. They can't sit back and let him have 40 minutes to throw the football like we did against Sam Darnold. That cannot happen. We've got to get in this guy's face early and often and bang him around as well. So, listen, Steve, you're bringing the fire right now. So my final question before I let you go, man, is what is your final score prediction for this game?
Well, before I give you my final score prediction, I just wanted to talk about the defensive side of the ball really quickly. Because, listen, this is going to be the first game that the Jets are going to have at home this year in front of MetLife Stadium. And I'm hoping that now with the new coaching that we have and everything that has changed is that we can get MetLife Stadium to be like our home stadium it is supposed to be. Yeah. Like, one thing, that's another thing we got to do in the game. We got to have Mac Jones feel the pressure of a rookie as he is. Because the thing is, if we don't put the pressure on Mac Jones, he'll have a field day with us. So if I have to give you my final score, Joe, here is the thing. I would like to be wrong about this. It's just the only thing is that as of right now, I just think that New England is still a little bit slightly better than us, okay? Mm-hmm. But I think it is going to be a close game. As of right now, I'm going to say the Patriots will beat us 24-20. Listen, I hope I am wrong, but we're going to see what happens Sunday, okay?
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, Steve. I respect it. I respect your take. Listen, I want to thank you for calling in, Steve. You have yourself a good night, my friend.
Good night, Joe.
All right, you have a good one. Listen, Steve calling in, I respect it. We've had a lot of people calling and say, hey, I'm taking the Jets. I'm saying it loud and proud with my chest out. Jets, Jets, Jets. You know, we've also had some people say, hey, I'm taking the Pats. You know, so we'll just keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We are taking all callers. Next, I'm going to my guy, Monty, man. Monty, listen. I ain't got nothing but love for Monty, but we absolutely go back and forth 24 hours a day, okay? The guy never stops, but now when he calls in, my alarm goes off. My alarm's going off. I paid my security, okay, Joe, on time every time.
Hey, Joe.
What?
Yeah, you going to need it. You going to need it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Joe.
Go ahead.
You need it because you owe me an apology, sir.
What do I owe you apology?
You owe me an apology, sir.
What do I owe you apology for, Monty?
You know, you were talking about this offensive line and it being better than the Texans and all that, and talking about Mekhi Becton being this All-Pro player. And I tried to tell you, he's just another guy. Like he's okay.
This is
He's okay.
Monty.
He's okay.
Monty.
I saw him getting them whooped. I saw him getting beat like a bad habit.
Monty. It's one. See, this is what I'm talking about. Monty see one game. This is why I got this, man.
You're smoking crack.
You gotta stop.
Stop.
He gotta stop. He gotta stop. He's gotta stop. Monty see one game where the offensive line or Mekhi Becton gets beat for one sack. He's the worst tackle in the league. That's how it works with Monty. Mekhi get beat for one sack. He's the worst tackle in the league. Never mind what he did last year when he was the best offensive lineman he had. He got beat for one sack. He's the worst tackle in the league.
It damn sure ain't all pro. I'm not seeing all pro.
All right, Monty.
What you're talking about?
Well,
I'm seeing decent.
Okay, well he'll be out.
And he's hurt.
He'll be out 4 to 8 weeks.
Last year.
He'll be out 4 to 8 weeks, Monty.
Yeah. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he has a speed to recover.
Yeah.
Recovery. Obviously, man. I want him to I want him to return. Be the dominant lineman like a DeBrickashaw Ferguson or somebody.
Yeah.
I want him to be that, man. I really do. To be honest, I just don't see that. Man, we're used to having good line. We're used to having good linemen, man. Like we've seen Nick Mango. We've seen DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Yeah,
man. We had them at stalwart for years, man. So we know how it is just to be an elite lineman at the top of your game each and every single year. And I just don't see the consistency from Mekhi Becton. Sometimes I see it. I see the flashes. And then, other times it's like, bro, like what's going on? And then the fact that he's just so injury prone too, it's just, I don't know.
Okay, Monty. Look,
but
let's talk about this week because again, he's out 4 to 8 weeks. I've seen the consistency. I think he's good, but he's just got to stay on the field. I will admit, he does get dinged up. He had an issue kind of staying on the field last year as well, missing plays. But when you look at what we have now in front of us, like you talked about, this offensive line is going up against a Patriots pass rush that's ferocious. And for me, a big part of the game plan is going to be getting the run game going early. Do you think the Jets will be able to effectively do that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If we couldn't get the job done against, Carolina, and not saying that Carolina scrubs or anything, they have some players on that side, but you got to realize the coaching, the coach that Bill Belichick is, he knows what you're going to do and what you want to do. Yeah. And he has guys who are going to be disciplined in their gaps, disciplined in their rush, and Robert Saleh, he's a first year head coach. So that's what you're going against as well. It's just, Bill Belichick is just so well prepared, and I think this is going to be a really, really rough day for the Jets, man. I don't think it's going to be able to get anything going on the ground. We weren't able to get anything going last week, and I just can't see it.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see Elijah Moore actually make, some more plays than he made last year or last week? And do you expect him to kind of clean up those drops?
Yeah, I expect him. I think it's, that was his first game. And you saw some of the talent there. I saw on Twitter, he was able to. We actually could have got a touchdown. He was going past Jeremy Chin, and we just didn't get the ball to him. Yeah. So I think he's definitely a player. He just has to really just focus and hone in on the skills and kind of get through those rookie jitters, if that makes sense. But this week is gonna be a tall task because they got some good corners. Jalen Mills and J.C. Jackson, they're really good man corners. And over the top they have Devin McCourty, and he's super dude. He's a high level safety who rarely makes mistakes. So Elijah Moore's going to have his work cut out for him this week.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I think he'll make some plays, but I don't think he's going to be I don't think he's gonna be, a huge factor. I just want to see him progress, though. I want to see him progress and make some plays to kind of get his confidence up, because as a rookie, that's something that you need, man.
Yeah. So my final question for you, Quentin Williams, defensively. Listen, Quentin Williams, do you expect him to have disruption this week? Because last week I was looking for it, nothing. This week I need to see him get volatile in there. I need to see guys being thrown around. I need to see him put it together and get some pressure. Are you expecting that?
No. No, man. Like, no.
Come on.
He's not the player. He's not the player that we thought. He's not the player that we thought he was, man. And I tried to tell you, Joe. You, he was going to be hampered by the off-season injury.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. A 300-pound lineman not being able to work out and really work on his skills in the off-season. He was recovering the whole time. So how is he going to get better if he can't walk?
Yeah.
And sometimes you also have to you got to play your way in shape as well. So I knew this was going to be like a throwaway year for him, and I knew once I saw that injury, I was like, "Oh man, it's just a wash.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wash."
Yeah.
But and then going against the Patriots as well, like their interior line is really good, and I think Mac Jones is a really good quarterback, and he's going to be able to get the ball out quickly, and I hate being this down on my team, Joe, but
give me the final score prediction.
I wasn't falling for the banana. Yeah, score prediction. Man, I think it's gonna be like 35-14, man.
Wow, you think we get blown away like that?
I think it's not even about the players. Really.
Oh, 35-14. Go ahead. You said it's all about coaching.
It's about coaching, man. We saw it last week, Joe.
Yeah.
We saw Robert Saleh get out coached in that first half, man.
Yeah.
And even three and a half quarters we saw him get out coached. And you're going against Bill Belichick, and once he sees things on film, man, it's going to be a wrap for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Monty, I want to thank you for calling in, man. You bring the heat as usual. These lines is hot. We got to get back to them.
I told you I was going to call, man. I told you I was going to call in, man, after that game.
Yeah, we go back and forth all the time. Listen, I want you to have a good night, my friend. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, Monty, all right?
You do the same. Hey, Joe, I got a quick question. So are you doing streams right after the game?
Yeah. So this week is going to be tough because I'm not going to be able to do a stream after the game. But usually I'll announce it when I can. I'll definitely tell you guys on the show. So if I can, because my schedule is crazy.
Okay.
But we watch the show together. Of course, we do a show way before the game. Then we watch the game together. Then directly after we go straight into a live stream or straight into a live radio show. So we do a stream, we watch the game together, and then I adjust, we go straight into a live radio show, and that's when, we got everybody. It's mayhem. You've seen it. It's complete mayhem. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yeah, so usually when I watch the game with y'all, we doing a live radio show right after the game, like directly after. So, yep.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, Monty, you have yourself a good one,
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Listen, we're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Salutes to everyone that is. I'm going to my guy Colin next. Colin. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Listen, Colin, give me your thoughts about this upcoming Jets game against the New England Patriots, man. How are you feeling about it? Do you think this Jets defense will be able to deal with this Patriots, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry? Are you concerned about this double tight end set that they're going to be bringing to the party?
Hey, Joe.
What's going on?
Good evening, buddy.
Salutes, man. Salutes. Good evening.
Good. I haven't called in a while. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to, the Monty before me said a lot of things that I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
This team is a new team. It's a rebuilding team, and that's what we have to remember, right? This team is rebuilding. Saleh is a he's a defensive coach, first-time head coach. You got rookie offensive coordinators, bunch of rookie guys, bunch of fresh new faces. So, last week against Sam Darnold, like, I already had them as an L for that game. And this week as well, I have them losing to the Patriots. I just can't see how they bounce back from such a terrible first half game from last week and, come out and all of a sudden look like a completely new team. Yeah. So I think it's going to take some time for the team to really like gel. Mm-hmm. I'm giving them one win before the bye week, so I'm giving them like a 1-4.
Ooh, okay.
Before the bye week.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after the bye week, maybe things by then things better start looking good. Mm-hmm. I mean, if things are not looking good by then, then we really have issues, right?
So when you look at this game, when you look at this game, and this is going to be the last question I ask you, because I know you said, you talk quickly and you agree with a lot of things. Do you think our offensive line is going to struggle in this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're still trying to figure out, who, who's going to really be like, what roles. I mean, right now it seems like we can't decide on who our main running back is going to be, right? We have so many guys, and I feel like we're just like trying out guys right now.
Yeah.
We had Josh Adams. Like, I actually like him, from just watching him in the preseason.
Yeah.
So there were guys that we didn't keep, and like some guys are saying, Tevin Coleman. I feel like because he's a ex-49ers guy, maybe Salah feels like he needs to get them involved. Mm-hmm. But there's other guys there, man.
Yeah.
There's Ty Johnson is like, to me, Ty Johnson should just be the number one guy, the guy that gets 20 plus carries a game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Ty Johnson should be the guy.
Mims, I'm like,
Go ahead, Denzel Mims. We're all concerned, confused about him.
What's going on with Joe Douglas picks? I'm getting a little worried now.
Yeah.
We picked a guy in the second run last year, and he's not even playing. Comes in for one play.
Yeah.
What's going on there? So
yeah. So give me your.
I don't see how they can beat the Patriots.
Yeah. What is your score prediction?
They're a good team. I will probably go 23-17 Patriots.
Okay. 23-17?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll take it. I respect you.
I'm being realistic. I'm not going to have my emotions too high for this team until I actually start seeing, they're playing like a team that's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I respect that, Colin. I hear you. I hear your take. Listen, I want to thank you for calling in, man. It's been phenomenal to speak to you. I got to get back to these lines. You have yourself a good night, all right?
Yeah, good luck.
All right. Listen, Colin calling in, I respect everybody's takes, all right? We've had a lot of people call in and say, hey, I'm taking the Jets. And we've had a lot of people call in and say, listen, I'm keeping it real. This Patriots team is, they're just better than us right now, and we're going to take the loss. So we're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy, Rusty, man. Rusty, salutes to you. I want to thank you for calling in tonight, my friend. Rusty, give me your thoughts about this upcoming game against the Patriots, man. Do you think this New York Jets defense will be able to get after Mac Jones?
How's it going, Joe and Savages? I think we do. I mean, Joe. Bill Belichick is only so great without Brady, number one. But number two, yeah, he's got that defense wrapped around his finger. Mm-hmm. And if our guys can't adapt to those simple stunts, like everyone else was saying too, it's not going to be a good outcome. Yep. I feel bad for Zack if it comes at him again. But if we've seen anything, from that second half, I hope it just keeps stacking, keep eating the elephant one piece at a time, eventually eat a whole elephant. Yeah. And I just hope it's not like a shellacking, like how Bill Belichick has done before. But at the same token, too, they got a rookie quarterback. Yeah. So, they could say all they want and the Jets can bait them too. We still have Mosley. We still have May. Hall has been stepping it up. He basically, I think, allowed like one catch.
Yeah.
And, he showed a shutdown. He's no Revis, but, then again, who really is?
Yeah.
So, and that includes everybody in the NFL.
Yeah. How concerned are you when you look at when you look at our defense, though, Rusty? We got a lot of injuries, man. Our linebacker core has been eaten up. Cashman's on. I think he's on IR again. Now he's hurt again. He's not playing. Sherwood is looking doubtful. He's dealing with the injury. So now we signed this guy BJ Goodson. It's looked like he's actually going to play. Some pretty solid snaps. How concerned are you that they're going to come out in that double tight end set, or even come out with some of their running backs that catch the ball out of the backfield and just eat us up that way offensively?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. I just hope they return red wine back to the liquor store. No more box wine. Get like somebody named Tequila or something. I can't. But it is what it is.
That was a
that
good.
Poor guy got smoked live.
That was a good one. Rusty, Rusty really, he be coming with it. I respect that. So my final question for you, Rusty, is when you look at us, when you look at us defensively as well, because we talked about the injuries there. You talked about red wine, him getting cooked. When you look at our front, man. Are you ready for Quentin Williams to do something? Is this the week where we see massive disruption up front leading from Quentin Williams? Do you think that this is the game that he'll start to dominate as he continues to roll through the season?
He better stop being Baby Huey. It's driving me insane. I think it was Monty who said it too before.
Yeah.
Last year he stepped it up. When we first got him, he was just running around doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they had like Aaron Donald expectations for him, which I didn't see in college.
Yeah.
I was looking for Allen, the other Josh Allen, hoping to get. But, after last year, I was like, all right, I'll eat some humble pie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, what did he see Sam's ghost or something? Because I didn't see him. I did not see him on Sunday. And I don't know how the hell they have those stats where he had like 6 pressures or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they were all seeing, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It was, it's a little disheartening. But, yeah, if he could step his game up and be who he was last year, that'd be terrific.
Yeah.
And for God's sakes, play Mims. I am pulling my hair out about that, and it takes everything out of me just not to curse, and I respect you, so I won't.
Thank you so much. I'm telling you, it's driven a lot of Jets fans to curse, and I already know, okay, because I had questions as well. We watched the game together, and one of the things that I said, where the heck is Mims? And then he finally got one catch for the 40 yards, and then he was right back on the bench. And it was like, what is going on out here? And again, Sulla comes out and says, hey, he doesn't know all the positions. It's like, dude, well, just tell him what the route is or figure out a way, to get him out there on the field. This is just completely ridiculous. But Rusty,
that's ridiculous because Zack is the only one that knows all the plays. So
it's ridiculous.
That's what it is. Turn into the Mad Hatter again. So.
give me your final score prediction, Rusty. What's your final score prediction for the game, man?
Oh, I hate this part of the game. I don't know. If we do right and play like we did in the second half of last week, I see us being around 23-13 or 23-17 us.
Okay.
If it's anywhere close to that first half, Jesus, you
gotta give me a solid.
It'd probably be like 28-17 or something.
So what are you picking, Rusty?
But I'm leaning towards the 23-13 more set because that's what I saw when we left off. That's how we finished.
So 23-13 what? 23-13 Jets or 23-13
Jets?
23-13 Jets. Okay. Rusty taking the Jets. Okay. Rusty taking the Jets.
If we keep that speed up from the second half.
Yeah. Listen, Rusty, I got to get back to these lines. I want to thank you for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you. All right, my friend?
Absolutely, too, Joey. Take it easy and take it easy, Savages.
All right, you have a good one. Salutes. Listen, we're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in wherever you're watching me from. Please give the stream a follow. Please subscribe if you're on YouTube. Turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Also, give the stream a thumbs up if you can, and also share the stream as well with your friends or family. It's always greatly appreciated. You know, it helps the stream out. If you like to give to the Super Chat, please do. Anything you donate to the platform is greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to hit me in the Cash App, you can do that as well. If you don't want to get to the Super Chat, the Cash App is open. Anything you get to the platform, again, is greatly appreciated. So we're going to keep getting back to these lines. Next, I'm going to my guy, Maxwell. Maxwell salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Maxwell, give me your thoughts about this New York Jets upcoming game against the Patriots. What are your expectations for Zach Wilson in this game?
I think Zach Wilson needs to play better in this game. Zach Wilson didn't play the best in his first game. Even though the Carolina defense, I think it's going to be top 10 this year in the NFL. 6 sacks is just unacceptable for the O-line, and the O-line needs to step it up big time.
Yeah.
I understand Mike LaFleur, even though he was not the best offensive coordinator, it was his first game. Everyone's just overreacting. Everyone's like, oh, Mike LaFleur is such a bad offensive coordinator, but having Adam Gase and Darryl Lawson for 2 years is way worse than having Mike LaFleur. I mean, he's a new OC.
Yeah.
In 2 years, he's going to get a coaching job.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I respect that. I respect that. He's got to clean some things up. I think a lot of the motioning early got us a lot of penalties and flags. He's got to kind of settle things down. But for me, a big part of the game, Maxwell, is our running game getting going. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think we'll effectively be able to run against the Patriots?
I think we might be, even though Patriots defense is good. I think our running game needs to get better. I think we should sign Alejandro Villanueva because he might the tackle. Mekhi Becton might be out for the entire season. So Alejandro, if he gets surgery, Alejandro Villanueva might be a good offensive tackle.
Yeah. I mean, Becton is out 4 to 8 weeks. We'll see what happens going forward with that. But they're going to have Fent on that left side, Morgan Moses on the right side. This offensive line needs to gel and clean things up very, very quickly. What are your thoughts about our pass rush? Do you think we'll be able to get after Mac Jones?
I think we should because Mac Jones, I think our pass rush is going to get maybe 2-3 sacks. The reason is Mac Jones isn't that good. Everyone just overhypes him. He throws 10-yard slant passes. Everything is so good. Yeah, because he's throwing 10-yard slant passes, which are easy. Zach Wilson is literally a better quarterback than Mac Jones. I think that the Jets are winning 28-24. Zach Wilson gets his first win.
Ooh, okay. Listen. Maxwell says 28-24 Jets salutes. Listen, Max, I got to get back to these lines, man. You have yourself a good night, all right?
Okay.
All right, listen. He called in with the fire. Quick fire. He was bringing it. He said he's taking the Jets. Salutes to him. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy. Looks like 111 calling in from Skype. Salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. You're looking like a new caller. Give me your name, where you're from, and give me your thoughts on this Jets game against the Patriots.
Well, let me tell you, Joe. I am back.
Oh.
It is Val Outlaw.
It is. Hold on, Val.
Listen.
Val. For those of you that don't know.
Listen.
Savage.
Listen,
man. Listen, Val is a savage. Val, salutes. Give me your thoughts, bro.
Listen, what's up, man? All right, can I please talk about that last game? Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead. Give us your take.
All right, man. We could have won that game if we would have just got to Sam Darnold. All we had to do was bring pressure.
Yeah.
The thing was, we started so late. It was the third quarter. We finally touched Sam Darnold. His jersey just got dirty. So it was just like, man, we could have at least did something. And I was going off in your chat. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is Denzel Mims?
Yeah.
Where is he at? That's our mini AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
We needed him. And as soon as he came in, he was an automatic threat. Because remember, last year he was getting double teamed.
Yep.
And this is a rookie.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who he was. So he was getting double teamed. And then you had Corey Davis,
Yeah.
Denzel Mims, both together. Oh my God, we could have won the game.
Yeah,
we really could have won the game. I was mad.
Yeah,
man.
but again, even in that game, we struggled to get to the passer, right? And we also struggled to block up front.
Yep.
And even when you talk about coming into this game against the Patriots, that's my question: is do you think this offensive line will be able to block this Patriots front? Because again, everybody's just like ho humming it, and I'm saying, hey, listen, they're coming with Judon, Dante Hightower. They got Chase Winovich. These are dudes that get after it, bro. Like you thought that. Listen, the Panthers, that was tough. Hassan Riddick and Burns this week. It's like, bro, come on. I mean, what are your thoughts? Will they get guys blocked, especially with the shuffling up front with Becton going out?
Right. See, this is the thing. We went against the Patriots last year. We was kind of struggling with, the sacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Hightower, a lot of players wasn't there last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's going to be hard. Trust me. This is something not to go past, to brush past and stuff like that.
Yep.
We have to protect Zach Wilson. If the Panthers was doing that, I know the Panthers' defensive line, listen, we're not going to catch no breaks this game at all. So they got to come up with a game plan to get the ball out of Zach Wilson's hand as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The run game has to be a lot more stronger, but it's not going to be an easy game whatsoever. I'm telling you that from the jump.
Yeah.
But we have to get to the quarterback. That's the problem. And to be honest, I just see the Arizona game. I'm thinking we should have just traded for Chandler, man, because that man was killing it. We needed something like that.
Well,
All to say is, yeah, man. And this is my problem with Mekhi Becton. Let me touch on that real quick.
Go ahead.
I always said Mekhi Becton, he's always, he has that injury. He's coming off like he has that injury bug about him. And I'm like, we need a solid left tackle. Yeah. And that's what I've always been questioning. I was like, we have to get somebody in there just in case something had happened. Yeah. And it just sucks that it happened in the first game, Yeah. But hopefully a speedy recovery for him and stuff. But the offensive line has to get better. Yeah. And, this is a new group, so hopefully the connection comes together and, and chemistry starts to grow. Because like you said, this is a rebuild team. So, and I would say, everybody has to kind of relax as well, too. This is the first, first game, and this is like this is a new team, sort of say. You know what I'm saying? This is a new regime, this is new coaching and stuff like that. So, they did good. And to be honest with you, that first game, Zach Wilson definitely handled himself very well. I would give him that. He definitely did. I'm not giving him the keys to the franchise. No, I'm not doing that yet until he shows me and proves to me that he's the guy. But he handled himself very well, and I thought he did get a concussion. Going off of what you said, Joe.
That's a fact, bro. When he slept, when his head bounced off the ground, I was like, oh, when he got up, and he got up so slow. I was like, bro, he's done. Like when I seen that, I was like, bro.
I thought he was done.
I thought he was done.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
So my final.
This is our investment right now.
Yeah, exactly. My final question for you, Val, because you bring in the heat, bro, as usual. You look at the injuries that we have. We were talking about defense getting after the passer, but my concern as well is you look at last game, we struggled with what? Running backs coming out the backfield, catching the football, right? Running their routes. This week we're going up against a Patriots team that can do that with White and Harris. They can both do that. But they also got that double tight end set, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Our linebacking core is ate up with injuries, and we're missing Joyner, who's done for the season. So Redwine's going to be out there. Do you think that we're going to be prepared for the Patriots' passing attack, or could you see us just getting abused from that standpoint as well defensively?
Listen, this all comes down to if we're going to get to the quarterback. That's the problem. We cannot have him just sit back there and just chilling for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Or,
just 30 minutes and just relaxing and just passing the ball.
Yeah. We
have to take the pressure off of the linebackers. That's what's going to end up happening.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they might kill us. I really don't, to be honest, I'm not too educated on who is the backups and stuff like that on the linebacker core.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, I mean, right.
We are getting hit with the injury bug.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you know, because you were talking about linebackers. Right now, Sherwood's dealing with an injury. He's doubtful for this game. I don't think he's going to play. We just got B.J. Goodson in, who's a guy that I believe used to play for the Browns. We signed him, just brought him in. He's probably going to play some significant snaps because yeah, I mean, he's we'll see what he does, but he's kind of especially if you watch him last year. It's kind of up and down, all right? But Gerard Davis, we all know he's done. Yo, Cashman, again, is hurt again. He's going to be missing time. I think he's on the IR. So now you got Nezrodine, C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams. I mean, dude, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So this linebacking core, we got to clean it up and get it together. But give me your final score prediction, Val.
58-0. Jets got this. No, I'm joking. All right. I say 24-27. I got the Jets winning the game.
Okay, let's
by
go.
a field goal. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Listen, Val, it's always great to speak to you, bro. Always great to speak to you. I want to hear from you more often.
Denzel Mims. I mean, not pay Denzel Mims. Pay Marcus May. We need Marcus May. I do not want no safety problems no more.
All right, thank you for calling in, Val. You have yourself
put that out there.
Yeah, you have yourself a good one, man.
All right, no doubt, Joe. Everybody hit and subscribe to that man, Joe, man, and keep doing your thing, Joe.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep watching.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Val. It's always great to speak to you, man. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
Hey, listen, Val. Salutes to Val, man. Listen. This has been a crazy show. We've had so much going on, so many callers. I want to thank everybody for calling in. Everybody coming in, hot takes. I love it. I love connecting with Jets fans. I love connecting with football fans, period, and be able to discuss this football team and kind of, just look at things how we looking from different vantage points, seeing how things work. So we're going to go to the chat real quick, to the Savages. Salutes to Jonathan Stone. Jonathan Stone says, "Hey, Joe, what's happening, dude? I thought that Wilson was average, not good, but average last week, and I'm curious how he'll do against Belichick in the past this Sunday." I honestly, salutes to you again, Jonathan. It's good to see you in here. I thought that Wilson played very well under the circumstances. He had a lot of pass rush down, coming straight at him, a lot of issues, and we saw him, standing there, take some shots and be able to deliver some throws. Did he hold on to the ball a little bit too much at times? Yeah, but there's still, he was still able to make some quality throws. Now, here's the deal. He was also evading pressure, getting away from pressure, and some of the throws he was trying to make were drops, right? We saw Elijah Moore drop two critical ones coming across the middle, hit him right in his hands, he dropped it. Then the other one literally went right through his arms. He dropped that one too. So those are plays that the wide receivers, Elijah Moore and other guys as well, have to make for him too. But just everything that we saw out of him, man, the movement, the ability to keep his eyes down the field even when guys are right in his face, being able to take a shot, get right back up. He played very, very solidly last week. And I think that, again, upcoming this Patriots week, this is going to be a test too, because Belichick is absolutely going to tee off on him. That's what he's going to do. They're going to try their best to take his head off on a down-to-down basis. They're going to try to take advantage of all the things that we discussed tonight, particularly if our offensive line doesn't step up. We're going to have some big issues. Again, Van Noy is going to be out. He's dealing with the injury, but they still got Hightower. They still got Winovich. They still got, Guy. They still got, Henry Anderson is out there as well. They still got some guys that can push the pocket and get after it. Matt Judon is still out there too. Those are guys they send at you. So he's going to mix things up. He's going to make Zack feel like certain things are happening and it's not happening. Again, we've seen him in the past make quarterbacks see ghost. So this is going to be a big test, this upcoming week. And I see people in the salute to all the Savages talk about pay May. Listen, I tried to tell y'all, I tried to tell everybody.
What more do you want from me?
I tried to tell everybody. I don't want to grossly overpay him. I don't want to do that. But you look at the safety situation now, everybody's screaming about Ashton Davis like he's going to be the savior of the safety position. He's coming into a situation where he has not played football since, whenever he got hurt last year. He's still trying to recover from this situation. Now he's coming into this year where he's got to get himself together in coverage because he struggled with that last season. He's got to get himself back into football shape on top of learning a new defensive system. He's got to do all those things. It's going to be tough. it's going to be tough. We got to see that. I'll tell you what, if Ashton Davis does not work out, you see the joiners on the IR already, safety situation is looking real bad if Marcus May walks away. That's all I'm saying. Defensive, he's a team MVP, one of our best defensive players last season. You got to pay to, keep some guys sometime. Keep your guys. That's all I'm going to say on that. Everyone knows how I feel about Marcus May. But I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Again, salutes to everybody. It's been so fun. Oh, before I go, let me go ahead and give you folks my prediction. It's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a really tough game. Oh, man, I see the Jets coming out. I think the shakeup along our offensive line, particularly putting Fant at left tackle. I'm just not impressed with George Fant. I think we'll struggle a little bit. I think they're going to send guys after us. I don't think that Zach Wilson is going to get hit as much as he did against the Panthers, but I definitely think this pass rush of the Patriots is going to get after him. But I think he'll be able to find guys, though. I really do. I think Corey Davis is going to have a day. I really, really do. I think he's going to be, yet again, his go-to target. I think Corey Davis is really going to eat, and I think he's going to continue to show people that, he's here. And he's the guy that, the New York Jets needed to make sure that they signed in free agency. I'm very concerned about our defensive line, particularly our pass rush. Listen, John Franklin Myers, Huff, these guys got to step up, and they got to step up early, okay? I don't want to see no wait to the second half to try to do something. No, you wait to the second half against the Patriots, they gonna finish you, all right? You got to get some pass rush immediately. Get going fast, all right? Quentin Williams, he needs to step up as well. I need to see something out of Quentin Williams. I really, really do. Our cornerback situation, I like Hall. I like what he's shown. I think he's going to be solid. It's the other side I'm a little bit worried about, depending on who's over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes they put Gundry over there. They put Echols over there. Those guys are definitely going to be tested. I'm a little concerned about our safety position, too. Redwine has got to be a guy that steps up this week. He cannot continue to get cooked like we saw last week. And I think Sulla has got his hands full because this is going to be a challenge coaching up against Bill Belichick. I wouldn't be surprised if he does get out-coached in his football game, and especially when you look at our cornerback situation again, some of the situations you have there, it's looking like Isaiah Dunn is questionable as well. We'll see if he actually plays too. That could add another factor in too with the depth of the cornerback position. Because again, these Patriots wide receivers don't necessarily scare me, but they're still guys that can go out there and make plays. I'm worried about this double tight end set defensively too. Henry, Jonnu Smith. I'm also worried about these backs coming out the backfield. We have struggled to cover Patriots backs coming out the backfield for years. I'm telling you, they've always been able to. James White, Damian Harrison, all those guys, man, have always been able to eat, man. So I'm just worried. So it's tough, but I'm not going to take the Jets in this game. I'm not. I'm going to take the New England Patriots to win this football game 20-14. 20-14, I'm taking the Patriots, man. 20-14. I hit myself, Salutes to the in studio trumpet player. I hit myself. So I'm taking the Pats again, 20-14. I think they take it. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Salutes to everyone. I want to thank everyone again for calling in. You folks are the greatest. Listen, I am the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page and also make content. My content's up there as well. Please give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with folks about this football team. Also leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on the Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on Twitter as well at YoungJ000. Again, that is YoungJ000. Okay, follow me. I'll follow you right back. You want to troll me? No issues. I'm the troll that lives under the bridge, and I will have my Vera Tucker jersey on at all times. At all times. This offensive line has got to step up. You know what I'm saying? But I still got that Vera Tucker jersey on at all times. So I'm also on YouTube as well. YouTube is Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. If you want to troll me, go ahead. We can go back and forth in the comments. Please subscribe. Turn on your notifications on that channel. And please give my videos a thumbs up, all right? And again, turn on your notifications so when I post content, y'all will be in the know, all right? And as always, people, when you see me in person, it is arms out, chest open, free hugs for everyone. Free hugs for everyone, okay? Free hugs. The hugs will cost you absolutely nothing. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. The hugs will always remain free. I want to thank everyone for calling in, listening, watching the show, wherever you're watching me from. Without you folks, I am absolutely nothing. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to call in, listen to the show, watch the show. view the show, wherever you catch me at. I want to thank you for doing that. I'm telling you folks are the greatest. It's the reason why I do the show. So you folks have a good one, all right? Peace. 1 second, folks. All right, I should be back. Okay. Yeah. Salutes to everybody. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching the show and calling in today. You folks are the greatest, seriously. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do a live game reaction Sunday. I'm not going to be, my schedule is a little crazy, but we will come back and do a live recap. We'll do a live radio show recap on Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we'll be doing a live radio show. Again, if this is your first time watching me, no matter where you're watching me from, links in the chat will bring up my link tree. Also, the link tree is also in the description of the video. So if you're watching me on YouTube, just hit the description, you can hit my link tree. My link tree literally has the links to all of my social media platforms, all of my YouTube pages, all of the charity organizations that I work with as well. So you can go there and just easily find everything. So please subscribe to all my YouTube pages. Please, follow me across social media. And listen, on social media, you talk to me, I'll talk back. All right, I have no issues. People want to talk to me about football, no problem. Some people just want to talk to me about life. I have no issues with that as well. All right, so we can go back and forth on any platform you like. Let's do it, And as always, I'm also on here as well. Sometimes we game too. When my schedule clears up, we'll get back to that. NBA 2K, all that stuff. We have a lot of fun playing Street Fighter 5, all that stuff, man. We have a blast. So please, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already, and please give the channel a thumbs up as well. So salutes again to everybody in here. Salutes to Jonathan Stone. Jonathan says, later on, Joe, you're the best, brother. Salutes to you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words, man. You're the greatest as well. Salutes to Val. It's always good to hear from Val. Salutes to Adrian. Salutes to Mo Dean. Salutes to NY Jets FL. It's always good to see you in here too, man. Angel Reed. How about them Jets? Just everybody that comes on by that came through, man. Salutes to Method. Salutes to BK Trainer. Salutes to everybody that just called in, came on. Salutes to Monty. Salutes to, just everybody that came through. It's always great to just sit back and have discussions with the football fans and just enjoy ourselves. It really does. I love connecting with everybody. Again, Mr. Magic, salutes to you as well. Good to see you in here. Method again, salutes, man. Just salutes to everybody that came on by, man. Go get us. Salutes to you as well. Salutes to Budgeting D. Salutes to everybody. Tim's Collectibles. Everybody that came on by, man. Salutes. Mayberry as well. Salutes to you. So I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here because my schedule's crazy. I got to go. But listen, everybody, be safe out there, okay? Be safe. There's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, and I want everyone to be safe out here, okay? So enjoy your times with your families. Be safe. Watch yourselves out there because, it's a lot of crazy people going on, and enjoy yourselves, okay? I'll see you folks Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing a live radio show recap of the game against the Patriots, okay? We'll be doing that. So, again, I will not be here Sunday because my schedule is crazy, so I won't be able to make that. But Tuesday, we'll be doing a live recap radio show, and we'll be talking about, the game against, the Patriots, the outcome of it. So we're going to enjoy ourselves. So, again, if this is your first time watching me, here, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. My link tree's in the description. Follow me across my social media and all my YouTube pages and all that stuff, okay? We're going to have a lot of fun. So I'll see y'all Tuesday. For everybody, they always be asking me. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll see y'all. We'll be doing a live radio show, all right? So you folks have a good one.